Are you videoing your way around?
It's for other stuff I've done before. I work for like this social media thing, and I had to do it all before. But
Right, boys, we are back with another Nike Outlet video, and today we nearly got caught, alright? There was so much heat in Nike Outlet though, so let's get straight into it. First things first, this is raw, uncut, me doing a voiceover, alright? So please let me be a little bit, but you don't want to miss today's video because we found some absolute heat. As soon as I walk in, I never straight away go buy stuff. I always do my first scan, I like to call it. We go around all the racks, see what's new, see what's, you know, been taken off the racks, any new shoes and so on. And straight away, we've hit a gold mine with the mint milers. We'll get more into that in a minute. But like I said, the first scan, we're checking the racks, we're checking what's new, we're checking what we can make a bit of money on, maybe some new products we haven't got before. And here is me, the beautiful angle of the 360 camera. The PSG tops, they also sell really, really well. What do you think of the fit today? I'm full Broken Planet merchant today. I had the Broken Planet jacket on and the new straight leg joggers, which are fire, by the way. Quite long though, but more onto that maybe a little bit later. So we're checking the 50-cent rack first. And we've done our first little scan, and now it's time to start buying. I was literally in this outlet for 20 minutes. I've literally cut out, I think, about 5 minutes worth, and that is it. So you're going to get literally all of what I've done, cut out the boring stuff, and let's get straight into it. So first things first, with these Nike cargos, these are utility trousers. They actually retail for £65. I'm not going to say exactly what I get them for now at the Nike outlet, because I don't want to kill myself. However, what we are going to say is there's some good money to be made on them. So we do end up picking up quite a lot. Now, the PSG Jordan tops, we also think, right, we sold a couple from the last time we got some. It's worth to get some more. Maybe not loads, but just to see if the sales aren't just from new people, and if, you know, we're actually going to continue them sales. Now we're just looking at a 50-cent rack again. We see these kind of like running jackets, and they are for a good price. So it's a 50-cent rack, and I think they were £28 or something, with like 50% off. So it actually is probably some money to be made, but I haven't really got that market when I'm selling stuff, you know. Yeah, we drop a PSG top. These PSG tops were also clean as well. It's just, it was 50 quid. I know you get 50% off, so it would have been 25 quid, but I just think them grey ones are a lot nicer. As you can see here, they are £50, and yeah, so would be about £26-27. Not really worth it in my opinion. I'm looking to make at least 30% margins on everything. But yeah, we're coming up to now where we're going back to the mint milers, the gold mine, the retail of £23 and the resale of over £50. So I do actually go and ask a staff member, how many am I actually allowed to buy? Because I know sometimes they can be a little bit funny. So I'm going to cut back into the audio now of me asking the lady, one of the staff members, how many I'm allowed to buy, and if I can get as many as I want.
excuse me, what's the limit on how many you can buy? The activewear, is it 10? Is it, or
10, yeah.
and that can be the
each size, I think.
is it 2 of each size?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Oh, and we will take that. 10 I can happily buy and make a good £250-300. These are like extinct everywhere, and literally Nike outlets rarely get them, and when they do get them, they sell out quick. So luckily I managed to snoop up a fair couple of these. I did actually go back a bit later, but we don't talk about that just to get some more. But yeah, these mint milers are great movers. Any miler t-shirts move really well. Some colors obviously do a lot better than others, but we're just looking at the sizes now. It was a limit of 2 per size, but you can kind of bypass it if you're nice to the staff, you know what I'm saying. But yeah, we get a good couple of them. We add them straight in. A retail of £23 I think there was. Sometimes you can get milers a little bit on discount. Like I said, guys, these outlet videos, I'm not going to go over exactly how I make my money, how much money I'm making, what percentages and all that on every single item. There are stuff that I can talk about, there's stuff that I can't talk about, there's stuff that I buy that I don't show on video, but there's also stuff that I buy on video. So you kind of get a mix of both worlds. We have got an in-detailed guide about Nike outlets within the group, so if you want to hear about everything that's not on YouTube about what I kind of do in a Nike outlet, then you need to be within my group KaiKicks Apprentice, alright? But we add them straight in. I think we managed to get just as many as we possibly could, to be honest. And then it was time to start hunting again for other stuff. Now, we were hunting mainly for miler t-shirts, so more of them, but different colours. But the problem we had was there was literally like hardly any other colours apart from that one. So I think we do find some blue ones. As you can see right there, there's one just randomly. But again, mint it's a good seller, so we can't really complain too much. We do look at the shoes as well in the Nike outlet. Here we are. We're checking the blue ones now. You can kind of see them in the corner there, and we do get a couple of sizes of them. Unfortunately, they weren't discounted. I don't really recommend buying them if they are not discounted. It's only for me. I've got some people lined up for it. You could also have some people lined up as well, but in terms of if you're just starting out, they will be a bit harder to move than the normal kind of shoes and stuff that you may be used to with a quick flip of 1 day or so on. But these, if you can get them discounted, go for them. If you can't, if you have the clients lined up, definitely do it as well. I auction a lot of these over on Whatnot as well. If you didn't know, I do like 1 minute auctions, and these are some great items to put on. So usually you can actually get them on discount if you want to join the Whatnot streams. This turned into one big shilling voiceover. But yeah, next up, after we do get the blue milers, we move over to more clothing. We had our little scan, we saw the cargos, we saw the t-shirts. We also need to have a proper look into some shoes, because there were some dunks heavily discounted that we were very, very tempted to go for. So we pick up 3 of them blue milers. That's about £68 or £66 around there for them. Hopefully we'll try and move them. It's small margins on them. It's only £22. If you can make 30%, it's happy days. They're the sort of stuff I'm allowed to talk about. But yeah, we check out the shoes now, and this clearance wall is always worth a check. I'm not a big fan of these. However, I know some people who make bank off this clearance wall. So whatever the label is on that shoe, you also get 30% off. Sometimes it's 50% off. However, again, they don't have the lids, and sometimes they have defects. We saw the Hello Kitty Prestos as well, which just made me laugh seeing them. But it's worth to check them in case you can find some dunks, some good Air Maxes and so on. However, yeah, it's very, very hit and miss, especially when you buy them. You can't really sell them on platforms, and if you do sell them on platforms, you've got to sell them without a box or without a box lid. So it's a bit hit and miss. I prefer this sort of section where they have the highlight sneakers such as Air Maxes and so on, and they have the full boxes there. These Air Maxes are still here, man, and I don't know whether I should pick up the size run for the Laces Out Liverpool event I've got coming up soon. Like I said, a lot of this stuff I do not sell on platforms, okay? Profit margins is probably near to none or very slim, or if you are selling on platforms, especially for outlets and so on, like StockX and so on, you're not really going to make much money. Your best bet is whether you got clients, you're selling them at events, you sell them privately, you can make some real good margins. And I'm talking like Jordan 4 margins. You think Jordan 4s now, you pay 200 quid, you're lucky to sell them for 250. When you put that in terms of return on investment, that's only, what, a 20% return on investment, 25%, whatever it is. I don't know the maths off by head, but when you're looking at these, you know, if you buy something for £100 and you sell it for £50, £150, you're making 50% return on investment there. So you're actually sometimes better off going for lower value items and buying more of them. I know you've got to sell more, like more quantity wise, but you're making real good profits off these. These were the dunks I was talking about. Now these were only £86 there, which is below retail. And I was wondering if I could get some extra discounts, but unfortunately it was not possible. But I may go back just to snoop some up ready for an event, because they are a very nice looking colorway. StockX ask was a little bit above it. You could probably make a couple quid, but in that, when you got to think about packaging it, you got to think about the labor, you got to think about the hours you put into it. But yeah, now it's time for that last scan if we can find anything, and then it's time to check out, bring the money in, and take it home, boys.
You guys.
Are you videoing your way around?
It's for other stuff I've done before. I work for like this social media thing, and I had to do it all before. But when it's my personal life, it's no. Uni projects we got to do, and so I was trying to record like the morning routine sort of thing. But this sort of stuff, I don't like going in public around with it too much. Just like stay at home and that's it.
I got a degree in waffleism, boys. That was a close one, but the staff are sound there. So a big shout out to them. Not that any of them are going to watch this video. We managed to check out all good.
Are you on the same bag?
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, that's fine.
For cards?
Card, please. Can I do the other one on cash? Is that right? Yeah.
That was 344.
Thank you.
36, please. Thank you. Hello, you okay? Do you want the same bag as well?
Yeah, fine.
UK size 7 and 6.
Thank you very much. You too. Bye. Very decent cook that was. £360 spent in a about, what, 10-15 minutes recording. I'm tempted just to do an uncut for YouTube, but yeah, some really, really good stuff. We don't usually get to see the mint milers. They sell out so quick, so I'm glad I got here in time. Otherwise, if I got here later, they would have definitely sold out. They are limiting it to 5 per, but 10 overall. So it is a bit weird how they do it, but a good little bag, 360 quid, it'll keep us going, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out, guys.